Hey, this is Dan.
And this is Matt.
And this is Hang Out with Your Slang Out, the place to come when you hear a word that you just don't know about. You might hear it from a friend. You might hear it from your kids. You might even hear it from your spouse. But we have the knowledge. We have the talent.
No cap. All right, so what are we talking about today?
Talking about cap. You ever heard that one?
I mean, I used to collect them. I had 200 something of them at some point.
Yeah, that was my initial response too. But that's not the cap we're talking about.
Oh, are we talking about like the head of like a police force or an Avenger with a really
with the greatest
strong
ass,
shield?
With the greatest ass in the universe, Marvel universe. Isn't that what Captain is?
Oh, I just assumed that you were.
I don't know why I jumped right to Captain America's ass, but it's been one of those. It's been a long night.
Yeah, well, yeah.
All right, so cap. You've never heard cap used other than for ball cap or
no? Well, okay, so that's not entirely true. Recently, I heard it used. My wife and I are watching this really terrible reality show on Netflix called Perfect Match, which I won't bore you with the details of what it's all about.
Please do.
If you love some Nick Lachey, he hosts. So, ladies. Anyways, so we're watching this terrible show, and one of the first competitions is trying to pick whether your partner in the game is lying or not lying. And they decide this by asking the question, and then there are buckets above you. And if you pick the wrong answer, the bucket of the two that is filled with water then gets dumped on you. Okay. And so, but the buckets say lying or no cap.
Yeah. And that's what I've heard. It means.
Okay. Well, so I was confused because it was like, why would not wearing a hat make something truthful?
Because then you'd get everything splashed on you, right?
Yeah, I guess so.
No protection.
No protection. I feel like there's something there.
There is, but I'm not smart enough to get there.
Well, you keep talking. I'll work on it over here.
Yeah, cap is like, I hate to say it. It's the new word that, well, I guess it's not that new, but it's the word that probably irritates me the most out of all slang right now.
Ooh, I got there.
Okay.
In the world, you need to protect yourself from lies, but you never need to protect yourself from the truth.
No cap.
Huh?
Okay. We'll go with that.
You know what's going to happen with this show, right?
Bet. No, that's the wrong word.
Yeah,
wrong episode. Sorry.
Yeah. You know what's going to happen with this show, right? We're going to come up with reasons that these words are used in such a way, and kids are going to stop using them.
Then we're doing the world a service, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
We're friggin' heroes then.
But it creates an issue for us,
yeah,
I guess, which is that they won't have anything to listen to anymore because we're going to stop all these terrible slang terms.
So here's my thought. If we jump to the future, if the slang words right now are this bad, how bad are they going to be the next generation?
Oh, they're going to be even worse. Because the whole point with slang, right? Like the reason that it's become more the way it is because it's the Twitter world. It's getting as much said in as little space as possible. So you shorten or redefine everything to be able to fit as much information into as small space as possible.
The hashtag generation.
The internet's infinite, but we want to shorten things to as small a space as possible.
Yeah. I feel you. And cap is one of those. If you turn on any YouTube streamer, Twitch streamer, especially a gamer, you'll hear cap used, I don't know, guaranteed at least a dozen times within a half hour.
Now, if you were listening to 90s hip hop, cap meant something entirely different.
And what did that mean?
That meant shooting a person.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Or the bullet that was used in shooting said person. Could be noun or verb.
Yeah. And why did that go away?
I don't know. But I will tell you this. Some of the kids that use the word cap now, yeah, whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, this is being recorded. You don't want to actually say those words.
Yeah, no, absolutely not. Kids are great.
Yeah, kids are amazing.
They taste like chicken.
Yeah. No cap. So I think cap is basically used as it's the new version of saying lie, like you're lying. And you'll hear no cap more than you hear cap. So you'll hear that a lot, which means no, I'm not lying. I'm serious. It's like, did you take my assault rifle in Call of Duty? And you'd be like, no cap. I didn't do it. That guy did it. No cap.
Oh, see, you threw the no cap in the front. I think it should have.
Yeah, I should have been on the back.
Yeah,
on the back. Maybe I should try that again.
Sure.
So cap is like for lying. So like if you hear him in a game, they'll say something like, I don't know, no cap, because there's no hubcaps on that car.
There haven't been hubcaps on cars since 1962.
Well, when you play Call of Duty, when it's World War II.
Oh, yeah, I guess there could be
caps
hubcaps there.
No cap, man.
So when you're with your squad,
that's lying.
When you're gaming with your squad,
mm-hmm.
and somebody steals your AR, and then they ask you, did you take it? And you say,
no cap.
Or no, that's not what you say.
You say, no, I didn't take it. No cap.
That's what you say.
For like no lie. And can you hear how bad we sound?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is why we don't use this term, ladies and gentlemen.
Mm-hmm. I think this is why hopefully whoever's listening to this doesn't use it as well.
And if any of you aren't a lady or a gentleman, that's okay too. This is also for you.
Yeah, no cap.
See, that worked.
It fits.
Way to come around.
Home run.
We're proud of you.
Do I get my douche badge? And I said badge, not.
Oh, okay.
Not something with the V.
Oh.
No cap.
These headphones change things a little, I think.
Yeah.
No, you don't. You don't get that.
I don't get what?
Your douche badge.
I don't get my douche badge. All right.
I don't think that should be something you're aiming for, if we're being honest.
Well, we are looking for sponsors, right?
Yeah. I mean, we're always looking for sponsors, but
no cap.
I don't know that. What's the name of that company that makes douche? I'm gonna be really sad when I say it.
Oh my god, it's Massengill.
That's not the one I'm thinking of.
Summer's Eve?
That's the one.
Why am I an authority on freaking douche? Give me my badge.
Here's the thing. I think the reason, at least part of the reason you may be an authority is your brother's worked at Walmart for a long time.
Okay, I'm going to use that. Yeah, it's because knowledge through secondhand.
Yes, osmosis, if you will.
Yes, okay. That works for me.
Yeah, but way to pull Summer's Eve out. Good job. Good job.
Well, you don't just have me here for my looks.
I definitely do not know.
Yeah. Well, what do we always say? You have the voice for a podcast. I have the face for the podcast.
Right? That's what we say?
Well, some people say it.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So we want to hear from you on the word cap. We want to hear from you on all the words we discuss. But cap is one of the ones I think a majority of us are going to agree that is just irritating to anybody over 30.
Well, yeah, that's probably true. But does that mean that we don't want to hear from our friends that are under 30 about why it's so great?
Okay, so you want a good cop, bad cop this thing?
No, I don't want a necessarily good cop, bad cop. But I'm just saying that I want our fans, both of them, to good cop, bad cop it.
I want that little son of a bitch that's on the streaming saying no cap to go listen to another show. And I want his mom to listen to this show and be like, that's right.
On the streaming. He's probably referring to Twitch. We're not sure.
The Twitch, right? That's what we call it?
Yeah. Well, the olds, yeah.
The Twitch and the Hulu and the World Wide Web.
Yes, the American
Web.
America Online. Are the kids still doing that? Probably not.
No.
Did you ever used to collect caps as a kid?
Bottle caps.
Bottle caps?
Yeah.
Like Fruitopia caps? Do you remember the commercials for Fruitopia caps?
Yeah, I actually love Fruitopia.
Yeah. Now it doesn't even exist. Stupid Snapple. You ruined everything.
I don't know why they don't bring that back.
But what was great about them is you could use the caps as like little clickers. That's, for what it's worth, these are not the kind of caps I'm talking about. Like I collected baseball hats as a kid.
Yeah.
I think I had something over 200. My grandpa had like 600 hats.
Dang. I can't do the caps. I never could, like ball caps. I think I got a weird shaped head.
I mean, you do, but that's kind of the point of a cap, is to hide your weird shaped head.
But wouldn't you say it's a handsome weird shaped head?
Sure. I mean, some would say that.
All right. Because I'm one of the few guys who doesn't hide my weird shaped head with a beard.
That's unfair. But okay, so Fruitopia, what did you have a favorite flavor?
Yeah, was it like the strawberry lemonade one?
Oh, yeah, that one was good. It's been so long, like it's hard for me to remember Fruitopia flavors, or like Squeeze-Its were really popular. You know.
Squeeze-Its. I didn't do Squeeze-Its too much, but Fruitopia, we were all about that.
I'm pretty sure all of us that did Squeeze-Its as children ended up with diabetes. That thing was all sugar all the time.
Yeah, the good old days. I did when you say cap and then you mentioned the pop and the caps. Did you ever do the I don't even know what they were called? Pogs?
Pogs? No.
Yeah. Wasn't there a cap in that or something like that you would, or like the smasher thing?
Did they call that a cap?
I want to say they did. I started collecting those, but I was a little old. But they had a lot of cool things for that.
Yeah, I don't remember that. I do remember the bottle cap candy, though.
Still one of my favorites.
Yeah.
I would eat that right now if you brought it out.
It's like sweet tarts, but without the sweet or the tart. It just tastes like soda chalk.
Soda chalk. Band name. I call it right now.
No, I said it.
You can be in the band.
No, I can't. Have you ever seen me in a band?
Quit capping. Bottle caps. So we're always trying to work in like a new sponsor or get free shit, right?
Yeah. Who doesn't love free shit?
I would really like some free bottle cap candy.
I'm sure you can get plenty of it. They've probably gone out of business and would just give it to you for free. It'd be 30 years old, but hey.
I have a feeling it'd still be good. That's like zombie food.
Who doesn't love a good Necco?
Apocalypse food.
Right?
Yeah.
What other caps are there? Cap and Crunch? Is that still around?
Of course it is.
You say, of course it is. Like I watch TV with commercials. I don't know if it's still around.
Well, like, I don't know. I just use my idiot box and see what I can find. My handheld idiot box. No cap. This chair's giving me cap.
I don't know if a chair can give you
I
cap.
don't think I did that right.
No, I don't think you used it right at all.
Yeah.
Speaking of sponsors that could send us stuff, WD-40 reaching out to you. It'll help with a lot of the squeaking in the background you may be hearing.
Yeah. I thought that was just you clearing your throat, but
it could also help with that.
All right.
And probably COVID. I don't know.
Yeah. No cap. Yeah, we really shouldn't use that word.
No, nobody should use that word. What did we learn from this episode? Nobody should use the term cap or no cap, unless you're talking about ball caps or Fruitopia cap. And you're saying, look, I got a Fruitopia cap.
Or Captain America.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, we're going to kill this word. See, when I hear cap, though, especially now in the whole Marvel universe, I think everybody initially goes right to Captain America. It's just...
Which is weird in and of itself, right? Mm-hmm. When we're talking about the term, because Cap was always super truthful to almost to a point of being over the top about it.
Good point.
And now we're saying Cap is a lie.
Here, and I'm also a very big comic book nerd, superhero nerd, always been. And Captain America was one of the ones I hated. He was so cheesy and lame. But the movie version, putting him in the context that they did, he's amazing. Like it works so well. And so good on you, Cap.
So what you're saying is you wouldn't wanted to have seen an Avengers movie, no Cap.
Without the version of Cap they put in it, yeah, no Cap.
Right. Not in the way we're talking about the word cap today, but in that particular way.
Yeah. Good on you. I'll give you that.
Did we do the UD on this one?
And do you want to explain what UD is?
Yes, it's a urinary disorder.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. No, it's Urban Dictionary.
Urinary dysfunction.
Oh, sorry.
Emphasis on dick function.
Wait.
Oh, no, that's wrong.
Cut that out.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll put a link to that. Don't click on that link. All right, Urban Dictionary. What do you got for us for cap? Cap. The word lying, but built different. Yo, that's cap. I didn't F the dog. Okay. I feel there could be a better example than that.
Yeah, I think so. Like, here's the thing to me. Like, why do you have to defend yourself against effing a dog?
Depends on the breed, right?
No, it does not.
It
You
doesn't?
should just not be effing dogs.
Well, it depends on the size of the breed, right?
No.
Oh, shoot. I'm going to blame Urban Dictionary on this one.
Wait, well, let's go back. Let's go back to their definition just for a second. So it's like lying,
But built different.
but built different. And here's our biggest problem with Urban Dictionary. Urban Dictionites, we love you, but
UDs,
the
UDs.
the UDZs. But here's the thing. Built different in that context is also slang. And we feel, as old people, that we shouldn't have to read slang as a definition for other slang.
Well, sometimes it's all right, right?
Example.
No cap. Oh, I didn't use that right. All right. Bet. All right. I don't think I have an example for you.
Okay. See, I didn't think you would. Oh, okay. So this gives a little more information. Basically, another word for lying. It can be used like no cap, or you can say stop capping. The explanation, the example here is actually better than the first one. It's no cap, bruh. I really like Becky. And then Billy in response says, stop capping, bruh. FR, which I assume means for real. Ask her out.
I thought that meant France.
Well, when they're both capitals, yeah, it does.
Okay.
In France. So, I mean, again.
And for the listeners, can we have you say the word bruh again?
Bruh.
I like that. Thank you very much.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Anything for the fans.
Anything for the fans. We love all two of you.
We might have 3 by now. So here's another one. Cap, lying for no reason. Like, actually, why would you say this? I hate that it used Valley Girl slang in the definition, but it's okay.
Mm-hmm.
So 0, again, weird, says, I go to Yale, and everyone says, stop the cap.
Stop the lie. That seems really drastic. I don't think anybody uses it that way.
No. And they certainly wouldn't say it in all caps and italicized, as we see here. What else we got? Oh, see? Now we're getting to what we know. To shoot someone with a handgunned. They couldn't spell handgun right. We'll get there later.
Mm-hmm.
Turn to the side. I'm not going to read the sentence that it includes that, but
you can look that up for yourselves.
Yeah, and just make sure you get a good laugh at handgunned. Thank you, Nick the Hobo, for that one.
Yeah.
Ooh, okay. This one's good, and also probably false. So let's read through this one because it's nice and long. Cap. Originally a kneecap. The phrase "bust a cap" originated in Northern Ireland several years before entering urban gangsta culture,
Mm-hmm.
and referred to the non-lethal but fantastically painful and disabling practice of firing a firearm at close range into the crook of the knee. The practice served, and in some areas continues to serve, primarily as an intimidation tactic, and the victim becomes a hobbling reminder of what happens to, quote, unquote, the enemy.
Now, to me, that sounds legit.
That does sound legit, but I think it's just because they used a lot of words. And then when you go into the actual statement that went along with it, I told him I'd bust a cap in his ass, but it turns out he didn't have an ass cap after all, so I let him go. Here's my problem with that.
Okay.
It says bust a cap in his ass when it just told me the cap was the crook of the knee.
Well, they're saying that's where it originated from, right?
Well, sure, but at least then give me a description that makes sense.
Well, if you bend down in the right way, you could get shot in the crook of your knee. And
also,
your ass.
this definition's apparently by Fiasco. Is it Lupe Fiasco?
I hope so.
Yeah.
It has to be because it's capitalized.
Lupe, if it's you, just give us a shout out.
Yeah.
Is there anything else we got here?
There's probably tons, but
hat. That's fun.
Yeah. Cap is a hat. Yeah. So Urban Dictionary, we love you, but I don't know. I don't think you guys came through on this one.
I mean, we know that we're using you in a way that you're not meant to be used for like facts and stuff, but it does give us some insight as to the words we're trying to break down for you.
Yeah. And I do think anybody who would take the time like we're doing to actually look up these words, Urban Dictionary is going to be one of your first things because nobody looks at Webster.
Right. Well, I mean, it's slang, so it should be urban.
Yeah. Well, Webster's just pretentious. It's for those smart people.
Sure. English speakers.
No cap. See how we did that? And you see how awful that sounds when people our age say it?
So when does Jaden use it?
I'm trying to think the last time either one of my kids used it. I don't think any of them used it. He might have used it years ago when he was, gaming. But other than gamers using it religiously, I think it's, even with the kids, I think it's universally like gotten to be kind of lame. Like it's playing itself out a little bit.
Do you think that the old people took it over?
That usually kills all this stuff. So maybe we should just take it over.
No, I can't do that.
You can do it.
I can't. No cap.
You're capping all over this podcast. I think we just killed the word.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
So is Cap'n Crunch Lion Crunch then?
I guess it is now.
Okay.
There's no lies told with Captain Crunch. That's the truth right there. Cap. No cap.
Well, which is it? Cap or no cap?
No cap.
Cappy, no cappy.
Well, I'm not going to lie, or cap. Now, this was a fun episode, even though the word tends to annoy me a little bit. It's played out, as some people would say. A cap should just be cap. Like a hat.
Yeah.
And I can live with the old school 90s rap of, you bust a cap in your ass because that's just fun.
Sure, absolutely. I don't know. I had fun with this episode. I think that it taught me something really important. And I think that thing is that I don't ever want to use the term cap the way it's being used currently. No cap.
Well, you just did.
Damn it.
I'm Dan.
And I'm Matt.
And we regret everything. But this is Hang Out with Your Slang Out. And it's been a blast having you here. Shasta.
You're just mad because you missed Tiki Punch.
Tiki Punch. I got car sick on Tiki Punch.
You got car sick on Tiki Punch. So you were riding a Tiki Punch and it made you feel ill?
No cap. No, that's a total cap.
Yeah, that's absolutely a cap.
Okay.